Hello. Hello, y'all. All right, I'm going to turn this down a little bit. We are going to do an Aradia Oracle, and we're going to, it's a reading, and this is going to be for whoever wants to receive this message because it's an, oh God, what did I do? Because it's an Oracle reading, okay? And this is not for any particular sign. This is going to be for the new moon. For September the 6th through September the 11th. So welcome. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure that y'all hit that subscribe button for me, please. And if you guys want a private tarot reading or consultation, all of my links are below in the video description box. By the way, just a quick reminder for you all to get in my autumn equinox circle. This is 40 US dollars. And so you can either purchase that on my website or either through Etsy. Okay. All right. So we're going to call to Aradia, and I need to grab the book because it's actually the spread that we're going to be doing tonight, ladies. It's a 7-card spread, and it's the evil eye spread. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to call to Aradia. We're going to call to Aradia for her wisdom, her power during this reading. All right, what messages do you have for the new moon in general for next week? Okay. All right, so we're going to look at situation, whatever the situation is, why the negative energy was cast, how the energy is affecting you, how the energy affects others, what or who is the source, what is an immediate remedy to protect yourself or to protect whoever's watching this if you want advice, and ease any pressure, and what you can best use to reflect and protect yourself to ensure this does not happen again. Okay, so I work with Aradia all the time, especially when I'm doing my exorcism incantations and stuff, because I use the same exorcism incantation. If I use any other ones without her name in it, it's just not good. So all right, Aradia. We're doing the evil eye spread for whoever just likes oracle readings, okay? If you like oracle readings, this is the place to be for right now. I know y'all waiting for the last 2 readings of that series that I'm doing. Don't worry, I just didn't want to get into any drama. So I didn't really want to deal with that energy. Okay. Let's lay the cards out. Okay, so I'm going to go off of my intuition, but I'm also going to read from the book because I love a lot about this deck, and I love a lot about this book too. So the number 1 card that comes up in position number 1 is the hierarchy card. Okay, interesting. It makes me think about like the casting system, and you know how like some people are supposed to be VIP. I feel like, just going off of my intuition, that Aradia's message off of my intuition would say that, you know, it doesn't matter if you're the president of the United States or if you are like a gas station worker or a janitor, you are still special. So I really, really feel that this is what this is about. But we're going to go and read in the book. And I love how it's in alphabetical order. Let me do a little. I fold down the edges of my books, y'all. Okay, welcome to the chat room, the people that are in here. I would appreciate a thumbs up just to get the positive energies flowing. Okay, so what this card means is seek equality in all of your relationships, both intimate and professional. Our patriarchal Western society has not allowed women full freedoms and rights. How do you contribute to this? Power belongs to all, not just the wealthy. Justice requires change. Very interesting. The pagan path was one in which the interplay between the masculine and the feminine resulted in two equal halves. The onset of a one God religion, monotheistic, that was masculine in nature created a new paradigm that was heralded by revised laws. Those laws did not bode well for those of the feminine sex, and especially for those who followed the goddess's path. According to the Aradia legend, she did not come here just to teach magic. She was also committed to helping the poor raise themselves up and resist the wealthy. At the time of the creation of this mythos, many were living a hard life under a feudal system that gave them few rights. People could be forced into indentured slavery or put to death by their masters. The church was not necessarily seen as a kindly spiritual force, but rather an institution that owned much property and was bent on increasing its riches whilst expanding its grip on the people. In this context, Aradia was seen as a kind of Robin Hood, taking from the rich and giving to the poor. There are many stories of her bringing justice to the people and teaching women the power they had in magic. These stories were both comforting and reassuring to those shoved to the bottom of the hierarchy of power. Interesting. And you know what? She is always on point. Okay, so let's go back to my spread. Card number 2 is why the negative energy was cast. The creation card in the reverse position. And it came up reversed and I kind of left it there. But this is what. So man and woman. Okay. Okay, so it says we are all mighty creatures and creatrixes. I'm sorry, we are all mighty creators. I said creatures. Okay. We are almighty creators and creatrixes, even if we don't consider ourselves to be so. Creativity is our birthright. It is said that witches create something from nothing. This is true. And this is true of all of us. Like I said it before, they said it in the book. Do not be afraid to take a creative risk. Think outside the box on an issue, okay? And I don't have to read this entire thing, but, because I'm kind of... Some of these words that I hear about, like stregonaria, in Euripides' play Medea, the female protagonist or protagonist says of childbirth, I would rather stand 3 times with a shield in a battle than give birth once. In ancient Greece, the creative act of giving birth was a highly risky, if not lethal business. And whilst the physical act of birthing a child, at least in the northern Western world, is less painful and dangerous than it was in Euripides' time, birthing anything new is still a risk and can be arduous and painful. In our society, we consider artists, writers, and musicians to be creatives, yet in truth, we are all creative and demonstrate our creativity every day. When we cook, we create. When we choose clothing to place on our bodies, we create. We even recreate our bodies as we turn over thousands of old cells every day and replace them with new. Stregonaria, like any witchcraft tradition, is creative. Strag creates something out of nothing. They are weavers of the worlds, of energies, and of divine forces. That may sound mysterious and mystical, but it works. Aradia teaches us that we too can risk in order to create something new, even a new paradigm for ourselves. Nice. I like that. Okay. Card number 3 is, so why did that come up? Is, well, yeah, I mean, I think the reason why it's reversed is because there's so much going on with, I guess, trying to control people from having babies and stuff like that. Yeah, that's risky within itself. Having a baby, I've given birth 4 times, and so I just told myself not to be scared. It's just something that you get through. Like when you think about birth, you think, oh my God, it's going to be this scary experience, but it really ain't that bad. You be ready to have another one. And you be ready to get pregnant with. Why you think people have more than one kid? Birth is not that bad as it seems, okay? But it is, yeah, you are very close to life and death at that moment. So, okay, card number 3 is, so it's got something to do with our wombs. Card number 3, how the energy is affecting you. And we got the pilgrimage card that comes up in the reverse position. So I can tell you right off the bat that a lot of women are feeling like they would like something. Everybody, I feel like it's blocked creativity as well as to why this card comes up. Finding the solution is a journey. It may take time to solve. Whilst this negative situation will eventually pass, so a lot of people, yeah, take action regarding it, no matter how seemingly insignificant that action might be. Time spent in nature is important to your healing travel with a deeper purpose. So yeah, a lot of you guys are really, really hurt. And I felt that earlier, just like a lot of people just hurting. And there's certain things that you have to do. You have to take spiritual baths. You have to meditate, Hello. Hey, Erica. Hello. And Z. Hey, Z Bell. I'm not going to read all of these paragraphs, but I will read this. Okay, I'm reading ahead. I'm tripping. Okay. And so I walk, kissing the ground with my soul. With every step, my heart blossoms and is whole. The closer I come to the place I would finish, the longer the path seems, my old self doth diminish. So an old self would be your hurt self. Like, yeah. What kind of skincare regimen? I mean, sometimes I use like a little bit of olive oil mixed with a couple of drops of tea tree oil. Okay. So, and I'm almost out of tea tree oil, but I use Dove soap. So if you want to know what kind of soap I use, I just take the Dove soap and just, but thank you, sweetie. Thank you. Okay. Next card. Card number 4. How is the energy affecting others? So this is like to whoever wants to receive this reading, like I said. And the fortune card comes up in the upright position. Okay. So that card was directly underneath the hierarchy card. Okay. How it is affecting others. So other people, like while you, okay, so this is how it's affecting you. This is how it's affecting other people. So evidently they must be transmuting that energy. So what this means is prepare for a positive change of fortune. A run of bad luck will end. Know the difference between chance and action. You can change your luck. Be prepared when fortune meets opportunities, success results. So a lot of y'all, it's not just, if you're watching it from your perspective, you're seeing other people kind of struggle is basically, but wish for me a coin of gold. Lady Fortuna, please give to me. I pray to you to change my luck. Fortune's favorite I will be. Oh, hard to woo, Fortuna smiles, her sweetest and most complicated one. Are expectations not premeditated? We cannot trust that her gift will come. Interesting. I've worked with Fortuna before, and she does bless you. So if I like how this book goes into a lot of the, is it Roman goddesses and stuff? Okay. So next, card number 5 is what or who is the source of the evil eye? And guess what we got, y'all? The masculine. I feel so betrayed. They're just getting on us though. Okay, don't be scared. Don't be scared of these men. They just getting on us, okay? Thank you, Z-Bell. I know I'm hungry. I'm waiting for my food. So I'm probably a little loopy tonight because I'm hungry. Okay, let's look at the masculine. Okay, someone with a positive, strong masculine energy will influence or assist you. But in this spread, he's coming up as a problem. So do some love work on him. The bee to the flower, the sun to the moon, the hunter, the protector, spear, arrow, harpoon. The half of the seed, mercy, although powerful, strength through gentleness, love so masterful. So in the time of Aradia, the negative aspects of the masculine were being played out very strongly. Power over rather than power together. Strength without mercy, inflexibility, and the exercising of extreme physical power, which resulted in torture and death for many. With the advent of a patriarchal monotheistic religion overcoming a more gender-based polytheistic spiritual pathway, there was little room for women in society. And little room for them in mythos or mythos. Is it mythos, mythos in worship, or mythos in worship? There were no role models other than of the chaste virgin mother, and there were often severe consequences for stepping outside that role. The very positive aspects of the masculine divine, such as being protective and physically strong, were often twisted, resulting in a kind of female ownership and domination. And it do not, I'm going to tell y'all something. I don't know. Okay, so the pagan pathway always had a strong bias towards equality and the veneration of the co-creation of the masculine with the feminine. The masculine divine, in its most positive form, was provider, balancer, protector, the bringer of vitality, power, and heat. The masculine was also the one that would be willing to sacrifice himself for the greater good if necessary. Together, synergistically blended, The masculine and the feminine energies were magical, unbeatable, and beautiful. So hopefully that'll, put a spell on some of these men so that they can stop doing what they doing to us and torturing us, especially us witches. I've been tortured. Okay, card number 6, an immediate remedy to protect yourself. Ritual. She's saying to do your magic. Okay, do your magic, ladies. Get in my group ritual too, is what she's saying, okay? Because I'm ready to get it popping. Okay, so the ritual card. She does feel as though you guys don't rely enough on magic and that's what it's there for. Stop handling your everyday situations like you used to. Okay? Like, for example, the ritual that I did earlier. Okay? It prepared me for healing. Ritual gives our lives positive touchstones. Be grateful for what you have. Okay, so this is what this card means. So being grateful, remember I was telling y'all that? And she's also saying do ritual. Starting or ending the day with a simple ritual brings peace and inspiration. Rites of passage are important to our growth. Marking successes and celebrating milestones give life meaning and joy. Okay, she be on point. Okay, every day we create and observe our own rituals. The simplest acts, when repeated, especially when repeated with intention, can gain meaning. A ritual can be a sequence of specific words, a set of actions, a song, or a dance. And any of these can transform a state of mind, an emotional, or even a physical state. And that is true, y'all. And I got to teach y'all about healing. For real. I feel like this is a lot of healing. I do healing rituals, not with Aradia, but with Hecate. For some reason, Hecate's energy is just extremely healing for me. But I do feel like she's talking about healing. Okay. Hello, Kristen. Thank you for the thumbs up, sweetie. All right. And last but not least, I have the what else? So another advice card is the gospel. Okay, now, this was an amazing reading. Like, I'm gonna go back and look at this reading. Actually, let me read this real quick. We join in flesh, in heart, in song, dancing our connection, whirling away our wrong. The same way, repeated amongst our kind, passed down through blood, magic for all time. Okay, blessed be. Don't y'all just love being a witch? Like, I don't know about y'all. I love being a witch. Okay, I ain't got no problem with it. Okay, so this card means evangelium. I guess is that the gospel evangelium. Thank you, honey. What does that mean? Is that Latin or something? Okay, so last but not least, y'all, I got food here. So I'm about to skedaddle in a second. I need to put this somewhere. Okay. Late night snack, y'all. Seek guidance from a number of sources. Seek the truth. What are your values? Can you make value-based decisions? Wisdom is not the same as information. There is magic in the world, and we can make our own magic too. So it says a gospel need not be of ink and paper, be it best of its action, memory and voices vapor. As women practice forever the arts that are taught, Diana's words made flesh will never be salt. Okay. Each of the world's major religions has its own gospel, even its own dogma, its own set of rules by which to live. In addition, many other books, both old and new, provide ethical guidelines, suggest moral standards, and even offer magical instructions. Whilst primarily an oral tradition, Aradia's gospel is equally a guideline for living. In it, she teaches about values that are based in action, values that include equality for all, generosity, love, honesty, freedom of thought, and devotion to the goddess and the God. Okay? Yeah. So that's all I'm going to read y'all. I'm hungry. I don't want to let my food get cold. This was fun, though. We'll do this once a week. I hope that that helps you guys next week. It definitely helped me, whoever wants to receive that message. Okay? And then what we basically could see was we could see a man coming into your life that's going to be kind and generous. And I saw fortune coming to those. I did see a lot of people that need to learn how to heal themselves through magic. If you want to know about magical healing, just get at me. Sometimes it is as literally as simple as just writing it down and lighting a candle over it. But sometimes it's a lot more complicated than that, and it takes a while longer. Okay, but yeah. Okay, guys, I will see y'all later. Bye bye. Bye, Otter League. Thank you. Bye bye.